I'm Michael Cherry, professor in the Department of Physics and Astronomy. I was born in Philadelphia and educated at Princeton, and then got my PhD at the University of Chicago, and then came to LSU in 1988, so 35 or so years ago. My research is in high-energy astrophysics, mainly looking at X-rays, gamma rays, cosmic rays from energetic sources in the cosmos.
Mike's research is hard to condense because it spanned 5 decades. He worked on studying neutrinos. These are like little ghost particles that come out from the sun, and this ultimately led to a Nobel Prize.
He's an institution builder. He served the Department of Physics and Astronomy for 9 years. He made sure that the Physics and Astronomy department in his tenure was very visible, was very research active, and was known all over the university.
That involved providing resources for the faculty, providing support for them, and just making sure they felt welcome and valued here.
Mike would work on hardware, but connect it to the deep science question. It's the bigger picture on how to get things done, the connections you need, the stakeholders. If you really want to do transformative science, that's a key part. And Mike, I think, was one of the best at it at the university.
Every morning he'll be walking around all over the department, meeting faculty, talking with them, asking them very thoughtfully how we are doing, not only for the research side, but also to make us grow as teachers, as professors.
When I visited LSU, he took me around. He really kind of showed me what LSU has to offer, how I could fit into the department. And then once I started here that fall, Mike was really the faculty member that looked out for me the most.
When I applied at LSU, one of the questions he asked was, well, you work in quantum gravity, that's a very mathematical field, but how are we going to test it? In the last 15 years, like that question, which Professor Cherry asked me during my interview, has been instrumental in guiding my path in research.
One of the things that I think I'm proud of was a program we set up to tutor students in our first year physics classes. The students just come to us unprepared in math and science. They've been taught, they've learned that math and science are difficult and that they're simply not able to do that. And one of our big jobs is to disabuse them of that, is to get them to understand that they're a lot smarter than they give themselves credit for. So we recruited a cadre of undergraduate peer mentors, learning assistants, students who'd taken the class a year or two previously and done well. What I always found was that the students in the class really appreciated the personal attention. And I found that to be both a very successful and a very rewarding experience.
Professor Cherry's attempt towards this learning teaching assistant program, they helped reduce our DFW rate significantly in that period. What he showed with his work was that not only one can be a great researcher, but also one can have a servant leadership which can really help the university and the department in many, many ways.
I very much appreciate this award as a statement that the work that I did was appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, I would start by saying thank you for all the support you've given me, and congratulations on having this honor. I think it's well-deserved.
He's a true pioneer, he's a true visionary who would take his time to talk to junior faculty, to mentor them, to inspire them.
One of the things that has inspired me, I think, has been several teachers. I've had several teachers who have really devoted their lives to challenging their students, to challenging me to be better and be successful. Those mentors, those examples have really provided a model that I've tried to follow that has been very, very helpful and very much appreciated.